Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are from the upcoming Crooked Path Productions Holiday Cabaret. Patrick DuLaney is with us again, one of the principals of Crooked Path.
Nice to see you as always.
Great
Thank
to be
you.
here. Great to have you here. And Vicky Shellady. Vicky, welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
A first-timer on the
Yes.
Culture Crawl.
Yes, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, great to have you. So I was stunned, Patrick, when you told me that this was the 10th anniversary Holiday Cabaret.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it. I was just looking at our poster with our information, and I realized, I need to put my glasses on. And you go, oh, wow.
A lot of that going around.
Yeah,
yes.
and it gets confusing because it's our 10th anniversary. It's our 10th cabaret, but we've been doing them for 15 years.
Oh man.
So COVID happened. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah.
So we took a couple of years off for that, and some years the cast didn't come together. But yeah, we've been pretty solid for the last 6 years.
Well, you know that you're getting old when what you still think of as Patrick and Chris's new theater company.
Yeah. Our cute little new project.
Yeah,
yes.
it's in its 10th or 15th year.
Yeah, depending on what you're counting. Yes.
Yeah, depending on how you count. Well, but the Holiday Cabaret is always a lot of fun, and you call it a cabaret. But when we think of cabaret, we kind of think of, just a bunch of holiday music, not necessarily strung together with a through line or a little plot. However, no, that is not the case here.
Well, Chris and I are gentlemen of a certain age, so we were both brought up on the Muppet Show, the original Muppet Show, and we've always loosely based the show on that, with Chris as the sort of lawful good Kermit the Frog character and Ryan Shellady as the sort of chaotic good Gonzo character who keeps trying to make the show better.
Yeah.
And so the show has always had sort of a loose structure. This year's a little different. Normally I've written it. This year, Vicky Shellady has written the show, and Chris Okishi is directing it. And because it is our 10-year, we wanted to do something a little different and a little special. So this follows pretty closely the Charles Dickens Christmas Carol story.
Okay.
So
you're going to have to give me the plot on that. I'm not familiar with it.
Chris plays the Ebenezer Scrooge character, where he says, I've had it. The world's a dumpster fire. Why are we even doing these ridiculous little plays? And Ryan Shellady and company take him through. Our Act 1 is the Ghost of Christmas Past, played by the wonderful Kristen DeGrazia, who comes in and which is basically just an excuse for us to play our greatest hits from the last 10 years. And then Act 2 is Christmas Present, played by Anthony Hendricks, sort of taking us what we're doing today. And then we go to the Ghost of Christmas Future, which is the ridiculous Rebecca Fields Moffat and Allison Holmes Ben Dixon, and where we go to the truly stupid, which is really where we kind of live.
Going to the truly stupid.
Yes.
So, Vicky, how long have you been involved in this madness that you are now kind of taking the writing reins?
Yeah, I've been with the show since year 2 is when I joined. I've been, I think, 7 or 8 years. There was a year or 2 in there with COVID, and we moved away. Me and my husband Ryan moved away, and then we came back to town. But so seven or 8 years approximately, and then this year, Patrick and Chris were gracious enough to let me take on writing it, and I was really excited. Comedy is not usually something that I get the opportunity to write. I usually write horror, which is something we can talk about another time. But yeah, it was a really fun challenge to be able to be like, okay, I know the general formula of how the show is going to go, and I know we were going to take the Christmas Carol as the through line. And then it was kind of coming together to see, okay, what strengths does everybody have? How can we best highlight those strengths? How can we get people as involved as possible? And then there's the added element of, we have so much content to cover for the past 10 years of shows. What do we highlight? How do we go about it? How do we make sure the audience still feels invited into the show, even though they may not have been an audience member before?
So Easter eggs, but no inside jokes.
Yeah, maybe we sneak a little few inside jokes
here and there, but we always want to make sure that the audience is invited to the party.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So in writing for people that you know well, Chris, your husband, Anthony, all the people that we mentioned.
Yeah.
Is that easier or harder to put those kind of, put those words in their mouths?
It's hard. It's hard because you want to make sure you're doing right by the person in front of you. And it's also like, I hope they like this thing that I spent so much time on, and I want them to be able to read it and see themselves on the page and also appreciate, like, maybe I'm pushing them in a direction they don't normally go. But I feel really lucky because in the entire process, like, I sent drafts to Patrick along the way, and he was able to give insight because he's been doing it a lot longer than I have. He's been writing it a lot longer than I have. And he, of course, knows these people just as well as I do. So it's definitely a give and a take, and the script is never final. It's still being changed and developed as we go.
Yeah, it's never done. It's only abandoned.
Yeah, that too. I mean, it's something as even last night, there were alterations and things because when you get something on the page versus when you actually put it up and put people saying the lines, it sounds different. The cadence is maybe quirky here, or it works better if you say it this way. So it's a living, breathing thing. It's never just written, done, great, everybody perform it. It's definitely collaborative.
So, Patrick, since this has been your baby for a very long time, and you let go of it a little bit for Vicky, how'd she do?
Listen, I am a proud helicopter parent. I don't mind telling you, I hovered over everything.
Yes.
But no, I have been involved in other projects, so I haven't actually stepped in until this last week. And I saw the show, and I went, oh, okay, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah. And Vicky's right. Like, it's all of the things that are happening now are just the normal tweaks that we always do, which is this is working, this is not. So, I am very pleased and relieved, and because it should just be me. It should be other voices. Other people should have the opportunity. And frankly, I think people might get tired of just hearing my point of view over and over again. So we should have.
Never. What are you talking about?
Almost hard to believe, I know, but it's important to have other voices. So I'm very pleased and happy with the way it turned out.
How about choosing the music? That had to be a challenge with 10 or 15 years worth of shows to choose from.
Yeah, particularly I'd say the Act 1, because there are we've had I'm pleased to say I think we've had a lot of greatest hits, and what to choose. Putting it in was easy. What to leave out was difficult.
Yes.
I think it was like, oh, we want to do that. Oh, we'll do that next year. We'll do that next year. We'll do that. We got to bring that back. Yeah. But as far as choosing new things, that's the other thing. I live in a particular world of music that I like and that Chris Okishi likes, and we tend to work together choosing music. Vicky does not, and which is great because we need, again, that's the other way that we need other voices, is both in the writing but also in the music choices. Like, oh, I'd never thought of that. I never would have chosen that song, and I'm so glad we did because it's working great. So yeah, I've enjoyed the process.
Vicky, I'm going to give you a no context moment here.
Oh gosh.
So as Patrick knows, I have written as well.
Oh, okay.
I have a favorite line that I think is the best line I ever wrote, which is not important here.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite line that you wrote for one of these games?
Oh,
what's the one
gosh.
when you wrote it, you just went, it was either funnier than you ever thought you could be, or fit that person in a way that you just went, oh, this is as perfect as I'll ever get.
For this show in particular?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hesitate to say it because
And you could say the line because it'll be out of context and no one will know until they see it in the shows.
So there's at the top of the show when we are acknowledging that not every audience member has been present for the past 10 years. There is a line that I wrote for my husband because I knew he would deliver really well. That is particularly calling out Chris Okishi, and because obviously there's an age disparity there. But he says, we obviously can't fit 10 years of content into 2 hours of a show, but for the sake of Chris's declining memory and blackened spirit, and then it goes on from there. But it's just one of those lines that landed really well, and when I wrote it, I already heard it.
Those are the best ones.
I love that line so much.
Mention just a few of the musical pieces that we'll hear? I mean,
Sure.
in no particular order.
Sure. Well, we're bringing back Present Face. No, not Present Face. Excuse me. Sorry, I had that in my head. We're bringing back Stretchy Pants. Rebecca Fields Moffat. If you have not seen Rebecca Fields Moffat do Stretchy Pants, you have not seen Shakespeare done the way it's supposed to be.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Anthony Hendricks is coming back to sing his ridiculous version of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
We have some newer ones too. We're featuring Sabrina Carpenter, and that particular song. Oh my gosh, it's escaping my brain. Why is the name escaping my brain?
Is that Buy Me Presents?
Buy Me Presents. Oh, it's such a hit, you guys. I love it so much. I'm really fond of the past songs, so we have kind of this merry-go-round of songs that I'm revisiting a song that I did in year 2, All I Want for Christmas, and then we're doing a fun mashup with another song.
Okay.
That I'll
To be revealed.
To be revealed. I'll bury the lead on that one.
Carrie Hutchins-Wood singing The River, and which she's done
Stunning.
before.
Oh, yeah, I love that song.
Yeah.
We're revisiting year 1's Celebrate Me Home for a small amount of time, and then we're bringing a song from a recent movie in the last, I think, 5 years, Spirited.
Yes.
So that one will sneak in there as well, but I'm going to bury the lead on that one too.
Fair enough.
Well, sounds like a blast, and 4 chances to see the show.
Yes, we open the 18th of December. We play 18th, 19th, 20th at 7:30, and then we have a matinee on the 21st at 2 o'clock. All the shows are at the James Theater, which has been our home for a number of years now, and we love it there, and we feel very taken care of by them. And and tickets are available at thejamesic.com.
Well, of all the holiday shows that we have that we can see this season, this is certainly one of them.
Well,
Yeah,
it
no,
is.
and it's going to be one of the most fun.
Well,
Definitely.
and I think this is why we wanted to put the show together in the first place. Is there we do not suffer from a lack of things to see or do during the holidays. And listen, White Christmas, sign me up. Nutcracker, sign me up. I love all of them. We all love all of them. But, some of us end up with cavities at the end of the season from all the sweetness. So our show is a little salt.
Time
a little
for
salty to cut the sweet.
Just a little holiday attitude
Just
going
a
on.
little bit.
I
Just a
love
little bit.
Well, again, thejamesic.com for tickets to this show. But if people want to know about the rest of what Crooked Path has going on, how do they engage with you online?
They can certainly go to our website, which is www.crookedpaththeaterre.com. Yeah, I think that's currently about it. We have a whole season lined up. We've got a show called Small Mouth Sounds coming up in the spring. We are starting a Shakespeare festival, working with UNI, starting this summer, which we're incredibly excited about, which we hope we come back to talk to you about. Right. So we have a lot of irons in the fire coming up.
Okay, well, and I'll get started right after this. It's Christmas Carol, Crooked Path Holiday Cabaret, the 18th through the 21st at the James Theater with Crooked Path. Once again, thejamesic.com if you'd like tickets. Sounds like a blast. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
We do what we can.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, and happy
you
holidays.
So much.
Thank you. Bye, Dennis.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio most weekdays at 10:30, on demand at kcck.org/culture, or subscribe using your favorite podcast player. Watch our videos on the KCCK Facebook and YouTube channels. Our producer is Lydia Kilgore. The Culture Crawl theme is composed by Vivian Shanley. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.